Hey everyone, I'm back with another car video for you, and this time I'm talking about a topic that is near and dear to me, and that is the topic of demand barking. Alright, for starters, let me explain what we're talking about. Demand barking is basically when your dog barks at you to demand something. They want something from you, and the way they are communicating that they want something from you is by barking. Alright, this is something I get asked about a lot. Why? Because demand barking is annoying. You got it? Demand barking is annoying. We don't want our dogs to bark at us. We don't like it. It's noisy. All right. So people ask me about it a lot. All right. So how does demand barking become a problem? Well, 99 times out of 100, demand barking becomes a problem because you, as the human involved, have done something wrong. Now, I don't say that to scold you because it is something I am as guilty of as anybody. All right. I have done it too, plenty of times over the course of my life. All right, so like I said, I'm not trying to scold you here, but think of this scenario. All right, let's say your dog comes into where you're hanging out and starts barking at you, and you think, all right, maybe if I play with him, that'll stop him from barking. So you play with your dog for a bit, and you have a really nice play session, and your dog stops barking, and you go on your merry way. And then a little while later, your dog comes back in and starts barking at you again, and you think, oh, but I just played with him. What's going on this time? Like, why are they barking at me again? And you wonder, but you think, well, maybe I didn't play with them long enough, and so I will play with them again. So you play with your dog again. They stop barking, and again, you both go on your merry way. And a little while later, your dog is back and barking at you. All right, now, I know you're wondering at that point, like, well, I played with my dogs so much, like, what's going on? Why are they still barking? But let's think of it from the dog's perspective. Let's talk about what happened from the dog's perspective. What happened from the dog's perspective is that they went, okay, I barked at mom or dad. Mom or dad played with me. So I'm going to keep doing that because barking obviously is the way to ask them to play with me. I love it, so I'm going to keep barking at them because that gets me what I want. It gets me the playtime that I'm craving right now. Okay, so it's like I said, it's kind of handler error. It's a miscommunication brought on by the fact that like dog brains and human brains don't operate the same. Okay, so what do we do about it? Well, the best thing you can do is teach your dog that the way to ask for what they want is to essentially not ask for it. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's take this scenario. Let's say you're hanging out in a room with your dog and you see your dog is just sort of relaxing on the floor, being quiet. Now, I know for us, we tend to think like, oh, don't disturb them, they're relaxing right now. But in reality, that is the perfect time to engage them in a little bit of playtime. All right, you can wake them up, engage them in a little bit of playtime, and go on your merry way. And the reason that works is because of how your dog's brain works. In that scenario that I just described, what happened, it goes like this. Your dog thinks, all right, mom or dad just came over and started playing with me. What was I doing before they started playing with me? Well, I was relaxing on the floor. I wasn't doing much. Hey, if I relax on the floor and I'm quiet, mom and dad are going to keep playing with me. This is great. Okay, so what you're teaching your dog in that moment is that if they are relaxing on the floor, or they're doing some other behavior that we really like, and most of those behaviors involve just sort of being quiet and not doing a whole lot. Okay, the idea is that you've taught them that the way to ask for what they want, again, is to essentially not ask for it. Right? They're asking for it by doing the more desirable behavior of, relaxing and not bothering you. Like I said, I know that they think, that you think as a human that, you don't want to disturb a relaxing dog, but they relax so much throughout the course of the day. So you don't have to worry about it. All right. So, like I said, it's a fundamental kind of misunderstanding of the difference between dog brains and human brains. Like, dog brains will keep doing something if it works. And by playing with them when they bark at you, you are rewarding that barking behavior. All right. And again, it's hard not to, because we want our dogs to be quiet when they're barking at us. But it's one of those things that, like, if your dog's doing it, you may have to power through it a little bit. All right. So that's demand barking. That is all I got for you. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.